Good morning, everyone. I'm here today at Ice Shipyards, and I have the pleasure of being with Enrico from Hot Lab. Thank you for being here. Hello.
Hi, David.
Good day.
David.
And today we're going to see the Ice 68 meter that they have designed and that we are going to discover together. Enrico, can you tell me a little bit about the detail of the vessel?
Yeah, well, it's a 68 meters explorer vessel with incredibly high volumes. We are talking of more than 1700 GRT, almost 1800, for over 870 square meters of luxury area.
Wow,
so really an
awesome.
incredible, massive vessel, yes.
So I'm glad that we can go and see it right now. Come with us, we're going to have a look at the vessel now. Enrico, we are now into the swimming platform, which is massive, and then we are getting to the pool deck. This pool deck I've never seen this before. Can you tell me a little bit more about the idea about this pool deck?
Well, we have worked on two different levels here. So as you can see, we are in a massive area, which constitutes the main exterior space of the vessel. Split it in two because we work like on terraces to have different levels, but from the main saloon have a perfect view all the way back. This is an explorer vessel, so it's meant to explore Mediterranean and any other ocean and to have the best view as always. So that's why you see the bulwark going down and obviously the massive pool. We are talking about an over 6 meters long pool here. But while you are standing or having your breakfast in the morning in the main aft, you will still have the perfect and beautiful view of all the surroundings.
You have designed a bar here, am I right?
It is a bar there, yes. It is meant to facing aft exactly for that reason. Obviously, the volumes here and the height, as you might see, are so high that it might also be transformed in different usage, but any guest and owner can transform it as he prefers. But yes, that was the idea of a perfect starting day. Having breakfast, a quick coffee, and having the best view you may ever have.
We're very connected to the sea, actually. So it's few steps, and then you actually reach the sea.
I think it's it was perfectly designed to reach the sea just in a couple of levels. So not to have these massive volumes like explorers sometimes have, but to progressively go down all the way to the beach, so that here we are midway, and we are still very close because the platform is just 3 steps away.
Very clever.
So the sea is right there.
Very clever. We have seen the pool deck. Now we are getting into the main saloon. Wow, that is a massive main saloon. What was the idea here? Because it's so big.
Exactly, to have your same reaction. To wow effect. We wanted to have massive volumes to impress the guests being on board and really finding something which is unusual. We have planned over 2.7 meters net height in this saloon. Full height windows, we are talking about more than 100 square meters of space. And again, with the same philosophy coming there. So with the bulwark following your view, no obstacles.
I can see this is the shape you mentioned, So when we're sitting here, there's nothing that obstructs your view.
There's nothing. You can have your lunch, you can have your lunch here at the dining table, just walk around and see the sea just right there in front of you.
Exceptional. So now we are quitting the main saloon to go to the guest area, which is on the main deck.
It's on the main deck, yes, absolutely.
Very good idea to have the same, actually, the guest area on the same deck than the main saloon.
We have so much volume here that we could adjust the best spaces for the guests. So we are keeping on the main deck. Just from the main saloon is a quick walk to your cabin. We have 6 guest cabins here and 4 VIP cabins in the front, which will be more than 30 square meters each.
Wow, they are large. We can look at one here.
Yeah, please.
Yeah, this is a very big cabin with large windows. Again, same concept to actually have a connection from inside outside.
Absolutely so. You can see is actually, and this is just a cabin, because you are missing actually half of it, which is the bathroom, walk-in closet, So actually the cabin, it's double what you see. And we have large windows in every place. In the bathroom, we do have a full height window out there.
I see.
In the same position, and two of them here in the master. So in the cabin itself, yeah.
Beautiful. So we are here at the owner's deck level, which is a third deck level. And an elevator should be normally built here?
Yeah, exactly. It will be in the center of the lobby. So a proper elevator, a proper lift from the main deck throughout all the major decks. So through the owners, all the way up to the bridge, yes.
Okay. So here now we're going into the owner's private deck, which is massive.
It is. Well, we actually designed this deck as to be the really owner's deck, all of it. It's split in two. We have the lobby in the middle, and it's the private owner's apartment, all the way up to the front. We have approximately 150 square meters of space.
Wow.
Split in different sections, of course.
What do we have here?
Here, from the original layout, we have the wellness area, which is split in two. We have the proper gym on one side with its own terrace on starboard side, and the infirmary, massage, and sauna and spa area on the port side again, with the connection with the sea. So all of these cabins actually have their own terrace facing outside.
Wow. So now we are into the master area. So can you describe me a little bit this area, which is massive?
Yeah, well, we are at the end sections of the owner's apartment, and actually in his private cabin. It is only the cabin here, and we dedicated the best view to him. So we do have a massive 180 degrees windows, full height, all the way to the floor level, to really enjoy the best possible views. The cats in the bulwark is exactly and specifically made for that.
Same concept again.
Yeah, of course.
The idea of going.
Yeah, we like to be homogeneous in our idea and to repeat them.
Huge ceiling, huh?
Yeah, well, how here you see it without the final ceiling. So we have basically almost 4 meters high here in the cabin, which will allow us, of course, to play with the owners and adjust the ceiling levels and possible skylights as you wish.
Wow.
And of course, just right there, the helipad for the helicopter to land, the touch and go to land. So just with 3 steps down, it will basically be in his apartment immediately, straight away.
Amazing. So still on the owner's deck, we're now getting into the Sky Lounge, so the owner's saloon, which is gigantic again.
It is. It's the aft section of the owner's deck, basically. So again, another 150 square meters of space, which in this case have been divided in 2 separate areas. So a proper lounge here with this 6 meters huge all the way through windows, again, with no bulwark, again, just to see the ocean right next to you, even if we are so high on water.
Yeah.
And then a separated area dedicated basically to the main formal dining area of the vessel. An inside out, which can be used obviously with everything closed or fully open. Just to have, you know, this different feeling. And again, the perfect view outside. The bulwark extremely low on the entire perimeter of this deck. Again, just to let the guests see through it as much as possible. And as you can see, well, again
the high ceiling,
incredible heights of that.
Amazing. So we're here into the dining inside, outside, as you mentioned before. Yep. Now we're heading into the owner's aft deck. So somehow his private aft deck.
Yeah, well, this space can be dedicated fully to the owners if he wants to have its own private deck, all of it. Or obviously can be dedicated and shared with the guests as well. We do have a separate exterior staircase which connects the decks in this place. And obviously you can immediately see the quantity of space that we have all the way to the lobby.
Yeah, amazing.
Low bulwark, not just to have the view, as we mentioned already, but also to have a connections with all the decks. So you just have to say hello to one of your friends, which is saying the pool right there.
So we are now at the bridge deck level, and we are at the bridge deck half place area. So what is this?
It's another exterior space that we have on the deck above the owners. In case the owner would like to have its own private deck, all of it, then here is the space for the proper secondary lounge for the guests. The interior space can be used as a second lounge or a cinema room, as we designed from the very beginning, even though we are in a beautiful position on the boat to enjoy the sunlight and the views. Perfect connections in and out. We do have, like on every deck, we do have flash floor.
Yeah, I can see that.
Yeah, which actually connects the exterior level, which is cambered to the inner floor. So even without any seal that you have to jump onto or step up to.
Big windows again.
We have huge windows here. Maybe here you can even look at them better than the other decks, because we do have a slightly reduced height. Obviously, because of center of gravity proportions, we are on a nine deck, so the height is a little bit reduced, and you can appreciate the size of the windows and the width of the windows even more. Low bulwark again, so even if we are on a very high deck, again, the views will be perfect from every angle that you look at.
And from here, we reach actually to the bridge area.
That's correct. So here we are in the aft, again the lobby here in the center, and all the way through here, all our passage through
To the bridge.
To the bridge.
So again into the bridge deck, and here you have designed a very large captain cabin.
It is, yes. It's a huge, massive space. You have to imagine that the boat is supposed to travel a lot, and the captain, as well as all the other crew members, require proper space, which is not just decent, it's proper for them. They have to be comfortable and feel comfortable.
And again, big windows for him.
Big windows on one side on the captain's, and as well for the ship office, just to take over any business of the yacht.
Well, here on this bridge, you have designed it like a ship.
It is probably the same design as almost a cruise ship. Yes, the dash will be just 1 meter away from the windows, just to let the captains and the officers walk all the way around and have the best view possible.
We arrived to this helipad, which you just mentioned, which is connected to the master cabin.
That's correct, that's correct. We have a flash deck here for the helicopters to land, but as well the level not just connects you to the owner's apartment, but we do have a direct staircase, so even if the guest arrives here, they don't have to go anywhere. They just have to go down one floor and they will be in their own cabins, just right there. We are on top of the tender garage on one side and the crew gym on the other as well.
Very clever. So we are here into the sun deck, and this is actually a very interesting areas with sofas and a fireplace.
Yeah, we have two rounded sofa here, which are facing a central fireplace. And as you can see, we are on a raised platform again, because we wanted to have the best view up forward. As you might see, we just spot the heli land over there.
Yeah.
Yes. And then from here we have all the 20 plus meters of deck space all the way aft. In the middle, a central structure with a T-top.
Yeah.
We will use it as a main reference for the bar, which obviously, let's say that approximately half of the space will be shaded by the T-top. So we'll have like a very long buffet and bar area here, facing aft, obviously served by the crew on this side, and then from the structure all the way aft, actually now it's going to be free space for loose furniture, sunbathing chairs, chaiselongs, and to have the party effect in any occasion.
Fantastic. The access is through this staircase there.
That is the access for the crew actually,
Yeah.
because we do have an external passage which connects all pantries on all decks, and the guests will come directly from the exterior staircase aft.
Very practical.
Yeah.
So here we are into the, I would say, more technical deck area, which is split with the galley and the crew area. This is the crew mess?
Yeah. Here we are in central boat and lower deck, crew mess here. We do have the access to the crew quarters from this door, and actually a total of 18 crew members here, plus the captain on its own cabin, and access to the galley.
This is a big galley, big professional galley.
It is a big professional with a special feature.
So we're now into the galley, which is a big volume again, and that galley has special features, you told me.
Exactly. Well, we wanted to have a proper trolley lift, not just a small dumbwaiter. So that's the positioning of it, which can host, obviously, crew member a proper trolley just to bring anything you need in every deck. And of course, on here, the access to the loading hatch.
Like a cruise ship.
Like a cruise ship, yes. This is a really functional vessel, yes.
Very good. This area is the crew area for, you say, is it 10, there is 10 cabin?
That's correct, 10 double cabins. Actually, it's 8 double cabins and 2 singles for the officers, so for a total of 18 crew members.
That has access from the stairs to the heli deck as well?
Exactly, because we wanted them to be and to have easy access through all the decks. So through the forward staircase, they will actually access the crew gym, which is just one deck above us, and the rescue tender garage, and all the way up to the heli deck, as we have been before.
Excellent. And that deck also serves the engine room?
Yes, absolutely.
Now we are in the engine room, so with 2 Caterpillar engines?
Yeah, we placed the 3516, 2000 horsepower each, and then the 3 generators for a total of 900 kilowatts of power in the space.
Yeah, so you kind of were looking for the efficiency.
Absolutely, yeah,
good.
That's correct.
So now we are in the tender bay, which can also be a beach area.
Yeah, let's call it a luxury tender bay. Obviously, we have imagined, again, a direct connection to water at any level. So that's why you see these huge openings, massive openings on one side. We are going to have an 8.5 limo tender on port side, and also direct connections to the beach platform where we started from.
Excellent, excellent. Thank you very much, Enrico. It was a pleasure to discover this beautiful vessel. I mean, it's a very nice yacht, very nice design, exceptional vessel. So thank you very much.
Thank you, David. It has been a pleasure talking to you and expressing what we have designed so far. And I simply can't wait to see her touch the water for the very first time.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.